Writing qualitative research findings is distinct from writing other types of research results. Writing in qualitative research can give credible voice to your study participants to highlight their issues from their perspective, and presenting research findings in this way requires practice. The aim of writing in qualitative research is to convey the key research findings in a clear and compelling way and in an appropriate format for the target audience. An important first step is to determine what audience you're aiming at. This concerns the style, format, length, language, content, and the key message of the presented study findings. For example, if you are writing for an academic audience, you typically give greater emphasis to the theoretical framework. When you are writing to a policymaker, you would want to focus on results. It is not uncommon for a single research project to develop a range of outputs. A critical part of any research report is the methodology. Too often, only the number of study participants and the qualitative method used in the study are the only methodological details given. Instead, the methodology should help readers to understand the process, assess the quality, interpret the findings, and be able to replicate the study. In addition, reflecting on the influence of the researcher on the research process, such as their potential influence on data collected and on the interpretation of the study findings, is important. Qualitative writing should have a core argument or narrative, which provides structure to the writing and brings together the research findings. It must be rich and nuanced. It requires systematic logic. It must be transparent, and it needs to be thorough and credible. Finally, it requires careful selection of data, indicating what the data presented represent, how data were selected, and showing clearly the clear relevance of data to the argument presented. There are numerous approaches to writing qualitative research results. Important to bear in mind is not to get lost in the detail and volume of study findings and lose sight of what you are writing about. Instead, a good results section waves together the issues considered important by your study population that respond to the research objectives and that are relevant to your target audience. Another mistake often made by those new to qualitative research is writing the results section as a dumping ground for undigested data or quotations. Remember to not only highlight individual issues, but also show how they are linked together to provide a better understanding of the research problem. Using quotations from study participants is a long-standing tradition of writing qualitative research. One should take caution in the amount of quotations used. If tempted to use quotations as evidence for every issue reported, readers will then expect a quotation to validate each point raised and begin to question the validity of issues without quotation.